If any of you want to talk about the demand side in more detail, how do you think about addressing that side of things, different business models, different investment ideas?
I was going to say, because it's related to demand, it's also related to what you touched on about storage, is a huge explosion of backup power. You know, every time one of these hurricanes come through and people in Florida are without power for weeks, they go get a generator.
Yes.
And, you know, if they didn't do it last time, then it happens again, they get it the next time. And so there's been this huge spike, and I think it's something that will continue and probably become somewhat standard over time, is backup power, you know, both businesses and homes. You know, historically it's been generators. I think with battery cost downs recently and Tesla Powerwall and stuff like that, you're seeing a lot more batteries come up. And so, you know, people's ability to meet their demand when they need it is a big part of it. And then there's a lot of interesting opportunities for how that can support the grid over time. You know, if I have a generator or battery, whatever it is, you know, I kind of have it for backup power if the grid ever goes out because of a storm. But if there's a spike in power prices and my generator's connected and I can get paid to let my utility throttle, turn my generator on for 10 minutes and feed that into the grid, and they can pay me, you know, a lot more than my kind of marginal cost for the gas, you know, that's quite interesting. I think, you know, Stephen, you also touched kind of like power price spikes at different times. You know, if anybody's on a time of use rate where you're paying different time throughout the day, and your demand is causing a spike from something, if you have a battery, you know, the battery can kick in for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 3 hours, whatever, as it smooth out that spike, and you can avoid that power demand. And so I think as we think about all these demand dynamics, I think backup power and how that supports the grid over time definitely becomes a really interesting piece of the transition.